I got to ask you, Richard, I mean, what kind of precedent is this setting? You have passengers on a flight saying these two Arabs should get off. Eventually, after hours of protest, some of them blocking the aisles, they're removed from the plane. Is this setting a dangerous precedent where people can just say, I don't like that person's origin. I don't think these gay people should be on here. I don't think these black people should be on here.
Oh, no, I think you're going a bit farther. I think that this is a this was a security issue here, and the airline found
How is it a security issue? They were cleared twice. Through security.
It starts as a security issue. Yeah. The airline then finds itself in an impossible situation. And that's been recognized by the chief executive of Aegean, who's written to Saeb Erekat and the Palestinian side, basically saying, apologizing for what happened and describing the actions of the other passengers as unwarranted and unfair. But what is the airline going to do in that situation? You've really only got three choices. You either remove all the other passengers, you cancel the flight, or you ask the two passengers who were in question to leave the aircraft. And what they did apparently, and if you go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, look, if I buy a ticket, I go through security twice, and I sit next to someone who's not happy for me to sit next to him or her, and they say, I'm going to block the aisle until Hala is removed, and I'm the one removed? To me, that makes no sense.
Well,
it's the person who's unhappy with my presence that should leave.
Hang on a second. By the time this thing was resolved, or not resolved, by the time it came to an ending, the common view was that it was better for the two passengers to leave the plane for their own safety and well-being and comfort, because it would have been so unpleasant for them to have continued on that flight. But that doesn't ignore your point. I take your point on board, Hala. The reality is, though, what would you have had the airline do?
You know, listen, this is starting to become, I mean, we saw it with these two Palestinian. No, but let me ask you this. No, I'll tell you what I would do. Those two Palestinian Americans in November on a flight to Philadelphia, a Southwest flight. You had one passenger who said, I heard them speak Arabic, boot them off the plane. What did they do? They called 911. The cops came and the cops said, sorry, they passed security. You're just going to have to accept that they're going to be able to fly home back to where they live.
You had a whole plane.
Presumably.
You had dozens of people on this particular Aegean plane that were starting a ruckus. The airline, and look, I agree with you that what took place was highly unsatisfactory all round. But until somebody can come up with a solution that basically doesn't just cancel the flight, it's not easy to see that Aegean didn't do that which was sensible and in the interests of the two passengers as well in the final analysis.